1.
Did you read that thing about transplanting the noses of mosquitoes?
What? Are you serious? I didn't think mosquitoes even had noses.
Yeah, well, it's obviously not a nose in the sense of our noses, but apparently it's like the smelling receptors on the antennae on their heads. And what they do is they somehow get these receptors to grow inside frogs' eggs so that they can do tests on them.
How on earth do they do that?
To be perfectly honest, I'm not really sure. They extract the DNA from the receptors or something and then insert it into the eggs. It's a bit beyond me, really. I just thought it was amazing.
It sounds a bit peculiar if you ask me. I mean, what's the point?
Well, apparently they use them to see what smells trigger the receptors.
And?
Well, it's to stop the spread of malaria. Obviously, mosquitoes are strongly attracted to the smell of human sweat. But if they can find smells which create a bigger stimulus or which produce no trigger, then they could use those smells to manufacture traps to tempt the mosquitoes away from humans or spray on repellents that mask human smells.
OK, I suppose that makes sense. I have to say, though, I still find all that gene manipulation a bit worrying.
What do you mean?
Well, it's a slippery slope, isn't it? One moment it's mosquito noses, the next they'll be engineering babies.
Come off it. It's hardly the same thing.
2.
Did you read that thing about building a sun shield in space to prevent global warming?
No. It sounds a bit unlikely, though. I mean, how big would it have to be?
Well, apparently about 60,000 miles long.
60,000? That's ridiculous. I mean, how on earth are they going to build something that big, let alone get it up there? They struggle to build a stadium here on time and on budget.
Well, that's it. The idea with this is it's not like one big structure. It's millions of little reflectors which form a massive cloud.
But how many would you need?
Trillions. They reckon if they launched a pile of these things every 5 minutes or so, it'd take 10 years to make.
Hardly an instant solution, then.
No.
And what about the cost?
I've no idea, to be honest, but they claim it's all quite possible. Anyway, this guy got a grant to look into it further.
You're joking. What a waste of money. Are you sure it isn't just a scam or some made-up story?
It was on a fairly reliable website. They wouldn't have just made it up.
Puh! Mind you, I sometimes wonder whether the whole climate change thing isn't all just a scam. I mean, there are a lot of rich and powerful people out there who stand to benefit from us being scared into believing it's all true.
You're not serious, are you?
Yeah, why not?
Because the evidence is pretty conclusive.
Says who?